This is a guy who you want on your side, not only because he can make the big play, but while everybody talks about all of the pressure, it's a loosey-goosey LeBron heading into Game 5.
Yeah, when you look at
the playoffs are stressful and just the preparation, things of that nature, but that's just from how I prepare. There's no added stress to going on playing basketball, and your coaching staff giving you a game plan, you just try to execute it. There's no added stress to that. And if you're able to get a win or get 2, get 3, get 4, or you don't win, I've been a part of all of it. I don't think you add more stress to what you need to do. If you're prepared, then you're prepared. There's no reason to add more to it.
All right, you look at LeBron James and you think about all the different things that he has done. 3D, what's remarkable about him is he's off the floor for like 4 seconds, and all of a sudden the lead was cut down from 19 to 11. You go back in Game 3, a game that they lost by a point or two, and they were minus 12 when he's off the floor.
Yeah, that may be a frustrating point for the coaching staff, that how do you get your best player a little longer breather? Can the second unit come in and hold down the fort? But LeBron James really doesn't want to come out the ball game. He understands how important he is to the team, and plus how much he loves the game of basketball. So I think for me, Zig, is that how can the Cavs coaching staff manage their timeouts better, little things like that, and now you keep LeBron on the floor more. And also, when LeBron's off the floor, is it Kyrie or is it Kevin Love? How are you running your offense and who you're running it through?
And 3D, with LeBron James' experience is the best teacher. And the thing that I'm most impressed about with LeBron is his ability to learn. And he's learning from those bad experiences. And, he's talked about how he's prepared. And I've said this before, he didn't have teachers. Like who were his great teachers? I came in, my high school coach in the Hall of Fame, my college coach in the Hall of Fame, my pro coach in the Hall of Fame. You talk about Jordan, all his coaches in the Hall of Fame, Kareem's coaches in the Hall of Fame. When we look at LeBron James, this is a self-taught player. This is a self-educated learner. And through all of his failures in the NBA Finals, what he's been able to come back and do and sit there in a calm voice and say, well, I've learned from this, right? And I've studied this, and I know how to prepare myself. I got my body right. I got my mind right. But you and I, 3D, we had great coaches to tell us how to get it right, how to fix it all up. This is a guy since 17 has basically been self-taught, and it's just mind-blowing to see what he's been able to do under really pressure situations, and to be in this pressure situation again, for him to sit there and be that calm and say, I've studied, I've prepared, I'm ready to go. It didn't come from anybody but him. It's marvelous.
Here's the other thing, because we're in the era of social networking. Before Game 5, let's get this out there before we play Monday Morning Quarterback. His legacy isn't going to be defined by whatever happens tomorrow night. People are going to talk about the 3 and 5. I'm a Michael guy. Jordan wasn't taking Deladova and Shumpert anywhere further, no offense, than he did against this team. And if LeBron loses, it's going to be LeBron losing to a fantastic team. I think people put too much on him. He's been brilliant outside of one game against the Celtics. He's been brilliant literally every game of the postseason.
I think the true basketball minds are not going to put a chink in LeBron's arm, if you will, in his legacy if he doesn't win this championship. Everyone, to your point, you just broke it down so eloquently, that LeBron James has been a student of basketball from day one, and each year he's gotten better and better. The only thing we can possibly nitpick a little bit is maybe the free throw shooting. Early in that first quarter, I think he missed 4 or 5 free throws. If he makes those free throws, that lead could have been even bigger for the Cavs in that first quarter.
And if he does lose, and let's say Cleveland loses, they've arguably have lost to one of the greatest offensive teams, if not the greatest offensive team ever assembled. The only thing this team might be missing is a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar from an offensive standpoint. But when you look at the perimeters, those 3 perimeter players may be the best 3 perimeter offensive players on one team ever. OKC had the chance when they had Harden, Westbrook, and Durant. They had the chance to have the 3 best perimeter offensive players ever. We may be looking at, as a threesome, right? These 3 guys in terms of Curry, Thompson, and Durant. I can't think of 3 better offensive players that have been on the perimeter on any basketball team.